Hello every dragon rider, and welcome to another episode of Dragons 101. And today we're gonna take a look at the fearsome Monstrous Nightmare. I actually think that a lot of people forget how ferocious this dragon was in the first movie, because after Hook Fang got tamed and all that, he just seemed friendly, but this dragon is actually quite fearsome. Hence the name, Monstrous Nightmare. Now, I absolutely love the model in School of Dragons. The model looks so great. The dragon seems friendly but yet terrifying with the big teeth and the horns. I really like the tail, it's long and wonderful. I just really like the Monstrous Nightmare because it has such a long tail and really big wings. So I really enjoy that about this dragon. And they definitely capture that with the model. It looks gorgeous when it's on the ground. The way it moves when it walks looks really great because the tail is like wiggling back and forth, and that looks really amazing and very characteristic for this dragon. So they really did a good job with that. Now for the flying, the Monstrous Nightmare looks great when it's flapping its wings and its tail is going up and down, its legs are close to the body, and the head is all stretched out, the neck is all stretched out, and the head is just keeping it straight forward. That looks really great. Also during the gliding it looks really fantastic. Now the thing there is to say that you could probably point out as a bit weird is the wings. When you look at them from above, they look very thin, closer to the body, and very big out near the end of them, near the end of the bone structure. I mean, the Monstrous Nightmare does look like that, but these wings are really, really thin, and I do not believe that the Monstrous Nightmare have that thin wings. But it's a minor detail because you barely notice when you're in there in the air and flying and gliding. So it's not really something that I would say destroys the model for you. Now, if we take a look at the stats, this dragon seems like it has incredibly good stats. The max speed is 10, which is the highest you can possibly get. The pitch rate is 7, which is pretty good. Turn rate is 8, which is very good. Acceleration is 6, which is like average. So I was really excited when I got this dragon, because I was going to use it for racing. This dragon was going to be my racing dragon. It was the first female dragon I got, so I thought, okay, it's going to be something special. So let's do this. And I named her Otashi after a kaiju from Pacific Rim. As I was really excited about her being this glorious, fast, powerful dragon for racing, and I got utterly disappointed when I then got into the actual flying, because her turn rate was so bad. I kept crashing into all these objects and I couldn't turn properly because she was so slow when she had to turn, and I was so disappointed with it because I was so excited. I even bought the sleek saddle for the dragon, which gives it a bit more speed doing racing, but I couldn't turn properly and I kept bashing around and I kept losing trophies and I was utterly frustrated. So I decided to practice with her just alone, doing single races, in order to get to know her better. And I figured out that this dragon is actually not a bad flyer. It just flies differently from, let's say, the Night Fury or the Boomerang or even the Scaldron. This dragon is really fast, but it just turns a lot slower. And it really brought truth to my theory of it's not about the dragon, it's about the rider. Because the Monstrous Nightmare is not a bad dragon for racing. You just have to learn how it works and how it flies, because all dragons are different and they have different personalities and different ways of flying. You just have to figure out what you can do and what you can't do. Because once you get to know her and you know that her turns are different than some of the other dragons, She is just as wonderful as the rest of them, and you will not be crashing into objects as long as you keep aware and focused throughout the waves. So I would actually say that the Monstrous Nightmare is a dragon for experienced dragon riders, despite that it is actually a beginner dragon and you can get it as the first dragon. My personal opinion tells me that this dragon is only one you should pick if you are an experienced dragon rider, because it is very stubborn and it takes a lot of strength to get it to do what you want it to do, and you really have to know her before she will do what you tell her to, and you really have to learn how her body moves and so on. These dragons really have personality. The game developers really nailed that, because once you get to really feel these dragons, you can ride any dragon perfectly. It's about the rider, it's not about the dragon. So the Monstrous Nightmare is a challenging dragon, but if you're up for it, she can be just an amazing addition to your dragon team. So that's it, that wraps it up for the Monstrous Nightmare. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found the information useful. If you have any requests to which dragon I should be dealing with next, please don't hesitate to let me know. I really like hearing from you guys, so don't hold yourself back. And there's only left to say, I'll see you guys next time. So long, Dragon Riders!